Hey everyone, Dave here with CivOps Gear again. CivOps Gear, where we review all the EDC gear for everyone from the discerning civilian all the way to the experienced operator. Today we're looking at a super interesting flashlight. This is the Nitecore P18 with a very interesting and unique form factor. Stick around, I'm going to tell you all about it. We're going to play with it right now. All right everybody, here we are with the Nitecore P18 or P18 tactical flashlight. You can see right off the bat that this is not a traditional looking flashlight. It is not just a rounded body. It's got a very interesting form factor to it. How do you know what's up and what's down, which way it goes? Well, I'm here to tell you, this is the way that it goes. This is the top, this is the bottom. It's got a cool pocket clip, and it does utilize a CREE XHP35 HD LED. That's a CREE, I know that's a long name for a light. It's a CREE XHP35 HD LED. And what's super cool about this light is that it is absolutely meant as a tactical light. It is not meant to hold in a traditional flashlight grip. It is absolutely meant to be held in a fist hammer grip, so that you have access to what they call the silent tactical activation switch, which is right here on the rear. There is a secondary button. We're going to get to that in just a second. But first, let's cycle through the features. Well, and this tactical switch is right below the battery compartment, which I'm going to show you. This light comes with a rechargeable 18650 Nitecore battery, which is your best bet, although you can also use two CR123s. But, okay, we'll get to that in a second. Now, here's what's great about this light. There are 5 intensity levels, okay? This switch is called the silent tactical switch. It doesn't make any sound. There's no clicking, there's no sound to it. And there are features with a full press and features with just a half a press. So let's get through those. A full press will turn this light on. A half press of the button will cycle through your intensity modes. Your lowest intensity is going to be your ultra low mode, which is, I believe it's only one lumen. Yeah, ultra low is 1 lumen. Okay, so that's extremely low. A half press brings you up to your low mode, which is 65 lumens. Another half press brings you up to your mid level, which is 260 lumens. Now that would be pretty good for a lot of lights. Another half press brings you up to your high mode, which is 850 lumens. And one more half press takes you up to turbo, which is a whopping 1,800 lumens. 1,800 lumens in turbo mode, which has a runtime of about 30 minutes. So let's cycle out of there back to, that was ultra low, low. Let's stop on medium. Okay, now here's the other features. When the light is on and you hold your activation switch for more than a second, it cycles into your strobe mode. If you hold it for more than a second again, it goes to your location beacon mode, where the light will just continue to give off little beacons. And then if you do it one more time for a second, it goes to your SOS mode. There you go. And then, of course, you can just go back into your regular modes of intensity. High, ultra high, low, super low, low, mid, high, and turbo. Now, let's turn the light off. If the light is off and you give the silent activation switch a full push, you have instant access to turbo mode if you hold it down. And when you let go, the light turns back off. So that's all the features and intensity levels that you can do with this light. Now, what is this little switch on the side? This is, as you'll see here, this is your main light. This is your CREE XHP35 HD LED. But there's a second light right here. This switch gives you access to your 10 lumen red light for low light tactical scenarios. For low light situations where you want to keep night vision or where you're trying not to draw attention, you do have access to this 10 lumen red light. And that side switch activates that. So that red light is activated entirely on its own, which is great. You don't have to mess around with your main activation switch in order to access that light. So as you can see, this light is certainly meant to be used in a hammer grip, which is basically how tactical officers and people using lights in tactical scenarios almost always hold their flashlight. In this grip, your thumb has immediate access to your silent activation switch as well as your red light button. And that is the Nitecore P18. That's everything that it does. And that's how cool it is. This is really an awesome light. I really, really like this one. I love all the features it has. I love the size of it, that I can drop it into some cargo pants or even into a front pocket with the pocket clip. Let me give you a quick size comparison here. There's your P18. There it is next to a Bic lighter. You can see that though it's obviously much thicker than a Bic lighter, no question about that. But it's not that much longer. I mean, let's be real here. It's not that much longer, right? I mean, it's not even as long as a Bic lighter and balls, right? Bic lighter and balls gonna far surpass this small Nitecore. So let's do a little bit more reasonable comparison. There it is to a traditional pocket knife, a Kershaw blur. You can see that it's right about the size of a closed pocket knife. So there you go, guys. This bad boy is made for the pocket. This is made to have with you in virtually any situation you could find yourself where you really got to have a good tactical light. There it is, the Nitecore P18. And run out and get yourself one of these right now. See you guys on the very next CivOps Gear Reviews.